Hello there. And we are live. See ya, ladies and gentlemen. I got a hot heater here, bro. People. See. Hey, listen, people, yeah. See, I got one of the most, entertaining brothers, Arsenal fan channel, people, No other person, than Chanzo Sports, people. People, he gets a poll, yeah. Oh.
I love that.
Big up that, brother, man. See, man, I've not been so happy in a while, to welcome someone to the show like this. But, bro, man, I'm so happy, and I want you to know it. I'm so happy to have you on the channel, my bro. Big up to you, man.
Big up yourself. Yeah, big up yourself, man. Appreciate the invite, man. Big up yourself. Keep shining, man. Keep smashing it, man. And yes, it's a pleasure, man. Finally, we get to work together, collab and that, and speak all things Arsenal football. Also, man. Yeah, looking forward to the show, my bro. But yeah, big up yourself and big up the chat as well, man. Love always, guys.
Yeah. Big up to you. Of course, definitely not much will be coming today because there's Manchester City, Newcastle stuff that's gonna be going on. So people will be watching the build up and all that. But again, it is what it is. Arsenal right now is Chelsea, in the semi-finals of the EFL Cup. Chelsea just brought a novice into the park. I mean, let's get that correctly. They brought a guy from Strasbourg. When the whole rumors was swirling over town that hey, they will be getting a new coach, and Rezende was already linked to that job. It was like about 11th in the French League on. That's where he was. And suddenly, when they operated him from, of course, Strasbourg, which is a sister club, the Chelsea Football Club, man was in 7th. Bro, EFL Cup semi-final with Chelsea and Rosenau, I mean, on its first big high-profile competition in England, bro. What do you think, my bro? Take it away.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this game, my bro. Like, I feel like this is a very important game for us, or probably the biggest of the season so far, for the simple fact that we've not won a trophy for, since 2020, since we actually beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final, bro. So this is a massive opportunity. Like you said, man, Chelsea, in terms of their managerial kind of history, are in disarray. Having another new manager after, obviously, Maresca only been there for like a year or so. The fact that we're facing them in a position where they could be missing obviously Cole Palmer, the likes of obviously Casado's suspended as well. There's kind of injury doubts on Reece James too. So, bro, going into the game, man, I'm thinking, this is a kind of a perfect opportunity for us to solidify themselves as a top team to try and get one foot into that semi-final. I feel like this is some opportunity for, again, a team like Arsenal, who have not won a lot of trophies in the last, or any trophies in the last 4 or 5 years, to kind of go there and have a proper a top team performance, man. I don't think we've seen that yet away from home against one of the kind of so-called bigger clubs so far this season, man. Like, again, you're looking at that kind of opportunities we've had going to Liverpool at Anfield. We lost that 1-0. Aston Villa, we lost that 2-1. I know we beat Man United, but the performance wasn't that great at the start of the season either. So, bro, I'm looking for a couple of things, man. I'm looking for a good performance. Obviously, Chelsea, again, it's a weird batch with Chelsea because when you feel like they're going to be on like a good high trajectory where they beat Barcelona 3-0, they beat Liverpool 2-1 at home, they drew with us with 10 men, and then you think, okay, these are some good results. Then they'll lose to Leeds. Then they'll lose at home to Aston Villa or lose at home to Sunderland. So they're such an inconsistent team. And with now Maresca leaving, and obviously, like you say, Liam Reznor, my bro, I didn't even realize this was actually going to be a thing. I've seen like kind of the rumors on Twitter, and I seen him have like one of these kind of team talks. And honestly, it was like a Sunday League team talk. I was like, there's no way they're getting this guy in, man, big boy Chelsea, but he's the manager, and he'll have a point to prove. But for me, looking at it from like an Arsenal fan perspective, man, I think we've got to go there and show who has the team that's trying to challenge for the top trophies, who's got a manager that's obviously under pressure himself, because Arteta needs to win something for me this season for sure. But we're a bit more stable in terms of the managerial kind of aspects of it, and also as well with obviously the plays that we've got coming in to the game. So yeah, for me, bro, I'm confident, man. I think that we should turn up, and this is kind of the time where we need to kind of get that tag of being bottlers out of the window, get that tag of the kind of the nearly men, the bridesmaid, all those kind of things that are associated with Arsenal, because we don't actually even get to finals, never mind win trophies. I think this is a very, very pivotal kind of game, man. But for me, like I said, man, as long as we go there, put in a good performance, again, it is 2 legs. I feel like it's pivotal to try and get a victory. But even if we don't, lose, if we get a draw, we can take them back to the Emirates and finish them off there. But yeah, for me, bro, I'm looking for a good performance. And I feel like for me as well, bro, like going off that Liverpool game, I was very disappointed. Not because even we drew the game, because anyone can draw, but the performance, we just seemed a bit nervous, a bit timid. And that's what I always say about Arsenal in terms of, yes, we're doing great now and it's good to see, but I'm kind of looking at those kind of March, April kind of months where Arsenal are going to be under even more pressure than they are now. Can they handle it? It's not even kind of the team that we're going to be up against, because again, we've got probably easier fixtures, but it's more the occasion. I seen obviously last season when we had Newcastle, again, we had a better team than Newcastle. Even when we had Saka injured last season, we lost the home game 2-0, lost the away game 2-0, because the occasion, that kind of getting into a League Cup final, we just couldn't handle it, man. We were missing chances. I remember Martinelli hitting the post and Havertz missing from 2 yards out at the Emirates game last season in the League Cup semi-final. And it's like, bro, I need to see an evolution with this team. I need to see them kind of mature in a way where we're not frightened from these occasions. We're actually looking forward to getting to a final. We're actually looking forward to being a Big Six team in those kind of semi-final, final regions to kind of solidify a bit of a legacy here. Because again, we all know we've got a good squad. We all know we've got good players, but so the proof is really in the pudding with what they win, man. And I admit it, they've not won anything as a collective. So for me, bro, I'm looking forward to the game. I think it's going to be obviously a good game. Maybe a tight game as well, because again, Chelsea do still have good players, even though obviously the manager is kind of a bit of an unknown entity at this moment in time. But for me, bro, I'm looking at Arsenal thinking, I want to see a performance, I want to see a good performance, and I want to see a positive result going into the second leg, my bro.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Chanzo, yeah, big up to Waffle Don TV. I know you would know Waffle Don, man. I mean, he's a Don Dad in London, people. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a great guy. It would be nice for you to do some shows with him too. Very great guy. Trust the process is here. It says we want to start strong versus Chelsea in the first leg. If they get the advantage, then it will decrease the confidence. Do you think so?
Yeah, man, I think that's a very good point, man. Like I said, going into these kind of two-legged ties, we've seen it before, bro. Like, if you go into the second tie with a disadvantage, it's very hard to turn around. We've seen it in the Champions League when we lost the first leg against PSG, like I mentioned before. We've seen it with Newcastle. We were 2-0 down in the first leg, couldn't turn it around. The games and the ties that we have been able to get through, we beat PSV 7-1, we beat Real Madrid 3-0. Those comprehensive kind of victories made it so much easier in the second leg for us to kind of finish off the job. So yeah, I think it's massively important that we don't go into the kind of the second leg with a massive deficit or a deficit at all, especially going into the fact that we haven't got to a final since 2020. We've not actually got to a final with fans since Arsene Wenger was there. Since 2019? No, sorry, since 2019, since Emery was there, in the Europa League final. That's the last semi-final we've actually got to. So that's a long time, man, and it's not these group of players. I think only Saka, maybe Martinelli are left from those kind of. No, Martinelli wasn't even there, man. So yeah, probably Saka is probably the only kind of play we've got in the squad that's left from that Europa League kind of campaign. So yeah, man, it's a long time, bro, man. So for me, bro, I think it's very, very crucial that we get kind of a positive result going into the game at the Emirates, because we have got a very good home record so far this season. Only dropped 2 points to obviously Man City and Liverpool. So yeah, man, for me, bro, if we can get a positive result, I think we'll have a great chance of reaching the final, man.
Chance, yeah. I mean, you've been talking. I mean, for the past 9 minutes that you've been on a roll, yeah. I mean, you've been mentioning something constantly, which is performance, and I take that to cue, because when we put Arsenal into perspective this season, yeah, I've not really gotten that oomph performance. I don't know if you're with me on this realm, yeah, but we've been winning so ugly, my bro. We've been winning so ugly, my bro. Yeah, it hasn't really been the 5-1s, the 6-1s, the total domination of teams and kind of like just blow teams out the park or something like that. It has been this kind of like, okay, we go in, we scrap it out. Yeah, we keep ball possession, because we're actually a team that keeps possession. I thought it was crazy we're keeping the ball possession. More coaches, yeah, that have come out of the stable of Pep Guardiola have that thing that, hey, it has to be let's keep the ball, let's keep the ball, let's keep the ball. But again, let him escape with that. But again, we've not had an all-round performance where I would say, we'll pass the ball more quicker. There is, really this pass back, sideways passing, or stuff like that. It has always been, yeah, we keep the ball, but we win ugly. The goals don't come easy. We do have the side set piece as a layer to our game where we could scrap it all out and win these games. Do you think we can get beautiful football against Chelsea in the EFL semi-final?
Bro.
I mean, yeah, come on, man. I mean, when there's a time you won't wait, kind of like extremely young kids or something like that. When we want to get some girls or something like that, we'll look for the pretty ones, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
if
it.
you get the ugly one, you say maybe, just maybe 3 years. 3 years time, I'll be looking up to the more beautiful ones, But when can we get a beautiful game, my brother, man? When, bro?
I don't know, bro. It's a great point you made in terms of like watching Arsenal. It's kind of a weird kind of thing to kind of think about as well, because when you look at our record, we actually have won a lot of games considering, again, our perfect record in the Champions League. We've won obviously every kind of cup game because we're still in all competitions, and obviously in the league we're 6 points clear and we're top. So we've won obviously a decent amount of games. But like you're saying, bro, like I can't think of a game where the whole performance, like from the first half to the second half, where we've just been really, really good throughout the game. Like there's been a few performances where the second half performance, like the Aston Villa one at the Emirates, obviously we blew them away. We won 4-1, scored 4 goals and a half. Fantastic performance. You're looking at Atletico Madrid, same thing, 4 goals and a half. The second half blew them away. Won them, beat them 4-1. Bayern Munich, the second half, we scored 2 goals, completely smashed them in the second half. We had loads of chances, and they were a very good team, unbeaten at the time as well. But when I'm looking at those performances, they're probably the best 3 performances I can think of off the top of my head. They're all second half. In the first half, like, we either don't do anything or we're pretty fortunate to be 0-0 at the break. So, yeah, man, I think that's kind of the key thing for me, bro. Like, when it comes to Arsenal so far this season, I don't see us dominated games from start to finish. And I know obviously the Premier League is competitive and it's not an easy thing to do, but with the quality of plays that we've got, I feel like we should be getting better consistent performances in terms of how we're playing. Because for me, I still feel like we've got a bit of an attack issue. Not per se the kind of the players, but just in terms of how we kind of utilize the plays that we've got, because I never feel like we are definitely going to score from open play when we've got a tough opposition, whether it is a Liverpool at home or a Manchester City or even like a Villa. Anyone that's kind of, they're a tough nut to crack or they've got a bit of quality about them, I'm always thinking, how are we going to score the first goal? And I feel like that's key. And there's no coincidences in a couple of those games I mentioned. The Aston Villa one at home, the Atletico Madrid one, the Bayern Munich. Yeah. We scored the first goal all from set pieces. Timber scored against Bayern Munich from a corner. Gabriel scored from a free kick header against Atletico Madrid, and then Gabriel scored from a corner against Aston Villa. So it seems like the only way we can kind of score the kind of opening goal in those kind of types of games is if we do get set piece. Now, like you said, bro, it is kind of a weapon that we've utilized, and fair play for us for having that. But I still feel like we need some more kind of dynamic play from open play. And I think that's probably why you're frustrated a little bit with me in terms of watching the beautiful game. Because even though set pieces are effective, you don't really associate that with playing that kind of free-flowing open football where you're kind of on your edge of your seat, kind of, oh my God, look how good we're playing. I never get that from Arsenal, but especially in the first half, bro. So yeah, man, I don't know, man. I feel like for me, it's probably going to be, like you said, a bit of control. It seems like Arteta, that's kind of his go-to thing of just trying to contain control, especially in the first half. It seems that's kind of the tactic he's using. But for me, bro, I still think if we're going to try and win some major honors, there's going to have to be a period of time where we're in these tough games. And there's a period where we could lose the game, but we're just going to go for it because we just believe in our attacking plays that they can just get us over the line. I feel like that's probably been holding the team and Arteta back because there's a lot like a fear of losing. There's a fear of not having the game exactly how he like plans out, like going a goal behind. Also, there's a massive fear about that, man. And I feel like the top teams, whether it is your PSGs or your Liverpools or your Man Cities, in these kind of finals or when they win the leagues, there's a period where they just go for it, and they could easily lose the game, but they just have enough kind of belief in their attack that they can just get over the line. And I'm just yet to see that from Arsenal. Yeah, yes, we're doing very well so far. We are top, but again, like I said, in the kind of pressure kind of crunch moments of the season where the pressure is on, we're going to have to see some of these attacking players perform better than they are doing at the minute, man, because you could argue, Trossard maybe been our best player, Martinelli's our top scorer. These are not kind of the players you would be associating being our best attacking players. When you obviously started the season, you probably think it would be Saka or maybe Gyökeres coming in or Eze, who's a new signing. So yeah, man, I think that's definitely an element of the team where we definitely need to improve on in terms of being creatively consistent with our attacking play and also being able to create chances in these tight games from open play as well, especially to get the first goal. Because I feel like when you do that, teams are a bit more wary about you, a bit more worried about you when they know you've got more kind of bows or more kind of avenues to go down, especially when it's against a top team. So yeah, man, hopefully we can see an improvement against Chelsea. But my prediction is we'll probably see something similar like we did at the Bridge in the league game, a bit kind of a congested, kind of tight game. And then maybe it's going to be, again, another set piece that kind of edges it for us, bro. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see them, my man.
Yeah, definitely. And you know what, people, I mean, Tops, he talked about sitting at the edge of your seat. People, I mean, where I started watching Chanzo Sports, people, was from the reaction TV on YouTube.
Brother, they've got me on some good ones, bro. I'm telling
people, you need to go watch Chanzo Sports, people, His watch-alongs, people. I mean, it could go from a 0 to 100 real quick.
Honestly.
People, real quick, my guy. So, your reactions, and these people, I don't know who they are, but they freaking clip you up real good.
Yeah, they do. They do bad as well, bro. And the thing is as well, my guy, like with Arsenal, just because you're watching the game and you think you're in control or you think you're going to lose, and it's just either kind of emotion, it just erupts. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a 0-0, and then we just get a corner and we score, and you're like, oh my God, and then we're in control, you think we're going to win the game, and then Szoboszlai scores on my free kick, and you're like, what the hell's going on? Do you know what I'm saying? So, bro, they clip me up good, bro. But yeah, appreciate you, man.
Yeah, bro, they clip you up real good there, man. Chops, there's a more bigger problem brewing with Arsenal this season, and it's Victor Gyökeres. This guy have single-handedly divided the fans, single-handedly, and I'll give you context why this is happening. He was brought in from Sporting Lisbon. I mean, big money move. And when you see his video clips, when you see him play for Sporting Lisbon, man is a bagsman, bro. I mean, you don't score 100+ goals. Just chilling and you have to work towards it. Your work rate has to come correct. Your positioning has to come correct. Your sniffing chances out have to come correct, and your killer instinct has to come correct. You don't get 100 goals just by chance like that, even if it's in the Portuguese La Liga. Good and okay. Man comes to London, bags only probably maybe 5-6 goals, and bro, that's the end, bro. In that game against Liverpool, that has to be the most embarrassing game I've ever seen Gyökeres play as a footballer, bro. Wasn't running, wasn't making any runs. He's known for using his strength to bamboozle central defenders, kind of like hold off center halves or whatever. Man, he was being pushed around, tossed about, bro. Premier League defenders know how to defend against him, and that has always been the problem. I don't like defenders. I don't like strikers. That defenders kind of like just figure them out quite easily, quite quickly. And there's no mystery to his game. No quick thinking, no quick run-ins, nothing about him is quick at all. What do you think about Gyökeres this season, bro? And do you think this is the problem why Arsenal's open play goal has been on the dwindle?
Yeah, man, I think it's a very, very good, obviously, topic to kind of talk about because, again, like you said, it's been dividing a lot of opinion so far this season, man. I was a guy that wanted Gyökeres. I was kind of wanting him over Sesko because I feel like at the time he was kind of the profile we needed, someone that was 27, like you said, scoring over 100 goals in 2 seasons, someone that had Champions League experience, someone that could come into the team. And again, we're looking for someone that's going to score goals straight away. And for me, I thought that he was going to be the person, especially with all kind of the options we had out there. Even when you look back at like people like Ekatike and Werner Maida, they never really had a track record of scoring any kind of high profile goals in terms of the volume of goals, because again, they're all kind of younger players compared to Gyökeres. So when you're looking at it from a summer point of view, I'm thinking, yeah, this is kind of the best buy for it. But for me, I always had to have a caveat of that. When we were going to sign him, I always said, like, if this is going to work, if this sign is going to work, we have to change our style of play. Like, it has to change completely, because he's someone who's very good in transition. He's someone that needs the ball very, very quickly. He's someone that obviously works the channels. He's someone that needs to be in a team that's low touch. He can't be in a possession team. He needs to be able to spin off his defender and have the ball within 2-3 seconds of when he makes his run. That's how he gets a lot of his goals. And for me, if I'm perfectly honest with you, bro, to defend him a little bit, because obviously I will get onto Gyökeres' individual performances as well. I feel like we haven't done that enough, man. The only kind of game where I feel like that particular game we kind of catered for him in terms of we actually changed how we played is the Olympiacos game in the Champions League, when Odegaard was literally, I remember the game finding him 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
He was on fire, bro.
Yeah, fire. And the thing is, Gyökeres was making the runs. Gyökeres was trying to get shots off. And that was kind of the first game, and probably the only game where I thought, you know what, this kind of team is kind of catered for him to kind of get chances. But apart from that game, man, a lot of the other games, bro, it's kind of, we're asking him to do things that Havertz is good at, or Jesus is good at. And it's like, we knew his skill set didn't include being able to be dropping into obviously midfield, linking up play. Like, you look at his 14 goals, it's never that. It's like he's always running in behind on the last defender, trying to get a tap in, scoring penalties. That's the kind of game and goal kind of catalogue he scored. And I don't feel like we've created those kind of plethora of chances enough in the games to really warrant and kind of judge him in terms of, okay, we've changed our complete style and you're not scoring as much as you should be. Obviously, again, people are getting onto him because, again, he'll miss kind of a run or he won't be in the box. But my question to that is always, why are we only creating one kind of crossing opportunity? This is a guy, and you see it with Haaland with Man City. You need to create 6, 7, 8 crossing or chance creation opportunities for these guys to score, because, again, they need a lot of chances in terms of being able to be in the position time and time again for you to benefit from them. You can't just create or put one ball in the box in 45 minutes or 90 minutes and expect him to be there every single time. We've seen it before when, even obviously when Gyökeres came up against Liverpool, you've seen Manoel put a ball into the box and Jesus wasn't there. So it happens in the game. Like, not the striker's never always going to be there every single time. But for me, my kind of biggest issue is kind of our, like I said before, bro, our chance creation rate, bro. Like, it's not enough. Like, we're relying a lot on set pieces, and like I said, it's a great weapon. But for me, we need to be creating more chances from open play, man, to kind of get the best out of this guy. However, having said all that, again, I have been disappointed with his overall kind of technical ability when it comes to him being able to control the ball, him being able to get into space. Like I said, him being able to have that kind of, for me, the kind of the intelligence to get away from defenders. He does like to wrestle a lot of defenders. And to be honest with you, in terms of his profile, I do feel like he's helped us beat the likes of Fulham, Newcastle, West Ham, teams that we've struggled against in the past with mid to low blocks. That we didn't beat last season. He started the games that we've won. Just because he's given us a different outlet. He's going the opposite way. He's not dropping into midfield. He's allowing obviously the midfielders to come up obviously 10 yards. He's allowing their defense, the opposition defense, to drop down 10 yards as well, because again, they're always worried about the ball in behind, bro. So yeah, I think from that perspective, he's definitely helped us. But in terms of his actual overall game, after he's come back from injury, I thought before he got injured at Burnley, I thought he was kind of grown into kind of the
coming back into it.
That's it. I thought he was having some good. I think Burnley was his definitely best performance in the 45 minutes. I thought he was really good in that game. But even in like games against Newcastle, Olympiacos, like I said, I thought he was decent. Even the Man City game, I thought he was okay as well. There's certain games, Atletico Madrid, he got 2 goals. So there's certain games he was building up to that kind of performance at Burnley, and then he got injured. And since his injury, like his own personal performances, he's definitely not been good enough. I can't defend that in itself. I think that's obviously a separate situation from the kind of the system kind of argument. But yeah, he definitely has to improve in terms of being more alive. It feels like he has lost a bit of confidence. Some of the kind of runs he was making at the start of the season, because I remember watching some of the games, man, and he was making 5, 6, 7 runs in the game. Like again, it's one of those things where because he's not found quite like often enough, he kind of maybe loses hope a little bit. Like, he's not going to get passed from Saka or from an Odegaard as frequently as maybe he would do if he was in a sporting team. So maybe that has something to do with it as well. But again, I feel like for me, he's definitely obviously feeling kind of the effects of playing in an improved league with higher expectations, in a better team, in a bigger team as well. And at the minute, he's struggling. But for me, I can't write anyone off just yet because, again, I feel like there's still a long way to go in the season, man. There's still going to be twists and turns when it comes to players and stuff like that. Maybe he just needs a period of time on the bench. Maybe he needs a period of time where he's going to be the kind of the impact kind of sub where we're starting Havertz or starting Jesus instead of him. And because you know what, seasons are obviously a long period of time. And players go in and out all the time, man. So we gotta hope and kind of put it down to that for this moment in time. But yeah, to say obviously I have been disappointed with obviously his contributions, not in terms of obviously his overall play, but like lack of goals as well, man. I think there's 7 games he's not even had a shot at all in the game. Premier League games, man, which is, as a striker, bro. Like I'll be disappointed if the midfielder had that kind of record.
Man.
It's bad,
it's
man.
It's knackering, bro. It's knackering, bro.
Bro, it's
knackering, bro. Bro, I mean, let's call a spade, yeah. In that game against Liverpool, man never had more than 8 touches in the game.
Yeah, poor, man, poor.
No chance of just breathe and process that. 8 touches.
Yeah.
Against Liverpool, where there was lots of activity, lots of movement, mostly in that first half, bro. And our head strikers having just 8 touches on the ball. Imagine, bro, with such a profile coming into Arsenal, that's what you've got. And again, you know what? Yeah, I'm not buying this thing that I mean, you touched on it. I think it's true, but I'm not buying this thing that he does other things in the team. You know, he holds off defenders. You know, all that extra stuff, bro. When you look at a team like Manchester City, I mean, you look at Haaland. Man is bagging 20 or more goals in the Premier League. Bro, I mean, that sets you up to win the title. Check every title-winning team. Yeah, they always have a batsman who will definitely get them a 20-goal haul during the season, 25-goal haul during the season in the Premier League season, something like that. Yeah, I mean, you can bring it all, you can sum it all up, yeah, with okay, maybe in general, not just in the Premier League. But in the Premier League, the average striker needs to get to at least win the league, something like that. I mean, you should be aiming for 20. Yeah, 17 goals, 20. That wins the league easy. Look at Salah for Liverpool when Liverpool won the title twice. Now, I mean, you saw the goal haul from him. You must have that person that scores 17, 20 goals in your team to get your team further closer to the trophy. Arsenal is not doing that. We're in first position. Doesn't that start? Yeah, doesn't it kind of surprise you where we are right now, considering the fact that we are second in terms of goals scored this season? I think only Man City has the most goals this season than us, but Arsenal is producing without our main striker getting even half of the haul we've had this season. Does that disturb you in any way? Does that distract you from the fact that we might not win the league, something like that? Because it has never happened in recent history where the title-winning team doesn't have a striker or someone that's a focal point in the game hasn't scored up to 20 goals or more.
Yeah, it does really worry me. And this is why I feel like, for me, I'm not crushing it all on Gyökeres in particular, because when you look at our attackers, bro, no one's scoring any goals. Like, I think Gyökeres is still our highest goal scorer in the league, and he's got like 5, and he's not been great. And that kind of shows to me, like, it's not just a player problem, bro. Like, it's a systematic problem. You look at Arteta and how he's kind of treated strikers in the past when he's been at the club. You're looking at Aubameyang, you're looking at Nketiah, Lacazette, Havertz, Jesus. None of these guys have scored 20 goals, bro, since he's been at the club. So you got to look at thinking, does he want to actually utilize a number 9 that gets loads of goals? Is he facilitating a striker up front to get X amount of goals, or does he want someone like a Jesus or Havertz who drops down deep in that kind of false 9 role that maybe gets 10 to 15, maybe plays that Firmino role at Liverpool, chips in with a few here or there, but he's never going to get 30 because he's never in the box. He's always trying to facilitate the wingers. And I feel like we kind of come into a crossroad here because That would be fine if we had, like you said, a Salah on the right. If we had a massively a Mane on the left, like if we had two goal scoring wingers who could get you the 20 goals, then that's fine. But at this moment in time, I feel like for me, Saka, I don't think he's had a good season personally. I think, and I understand why, because I always kind of feared this, especially when he had surgery on his hamstring, because I know Saka in terms of he's an explosive player. He needs that extra kind of explosive half a yard to kind of score a goal. I remember the goal he scored against Liverpool last season, the 2-2 draw, where he kind of just exploded past Robertson, hit it in the far corner, top corner, against Kelleher. And I've not seen him do that since he had his operation, bro. So I'm looking at him, thinking he's had a poor season for his kind of standards, the trajectory he was going on. I mean, he got I think he got 14 league goals in the 2022-2023 season. Then he got 16 the season after that. Then last season he got the injury, he got 6. I think now he's got like 5, I think, or 4. So like the trajectory is definitely going on the downward in terms of his goals and assists. And I think it might take him a few years, if I'm being honest, to kind of either not improve his game, but kind of readjust his game to maybe still get those kind of goals and assists without having that explosive kind of pace that maybe is lost through that hamstring injury. He might be able to get it back after a couple of years of just maybe playing progressive football. But this moment in time, there's not even many games I can see where Saka's actually been the best player on the pitch. Whereas before, even if he's not scoring, he'd be the one that's doing the most, whether it's creating chances for other people or having shots on goal. So his level has definitely decreased this season for sure. And again, that's a bit of a worry as well, because you topple that up or link that up with Gyökeres underperforming. Saka not really performing at his best. Odegaard's been in and out of the team through injury, but again, in terms of goals and assists, he's picked up a little bit for the last 3 or 4 games. But before that, it was non-existent. Eze, again, he's not really contributing as much as I thought he would do at this stage of obviously the season as well. He's not really producing since that Tottenham game in November. We're in January. So yeah, it is a bit of a worry, bro. And I feel like I said, one of the main things, and I will give obviously Arteta credit for his defensive work, because I feel like he has coached a very good defensive side in terms of our numbers and how we kind of defend and as a structure. But his biggest weakness for me in terms of tactics and setting up the team is definitely that attack, bro, because none of our attacking players thrive under this management. Like none of them
under the manager, exactly, bro.
Yeah,
exactly, bro. I share that same view, my guy. I share it, bro. I mean, all the attackers we've been having, Lacazette. I mean, he worked with Aubameyang, just a little bit, got a little out of him. When he pushed him down the left-hand side, I mean, that was it. Yeah, Trossard, it's been a struggle to get the best out of him. Martinelli, it's been a struggle since he scored 15 goals 3 seasons ago. I mean, he's really, really struggled with attacking players, my guy. Yeah, attacking. I mean, the attacking play in the team. See, I completely get it. Yeah, he wants to do this thing like Pep. Yeah, where he could really operate without a strike or without a focal point man in the game. I completely get that. But at Arsenal, it's not really working, my guy. It's not working. He just had to fashion a way to make things happen, mostly with our number 9 or our number 9 space. But I'll give you something different. Yeah, is it because of there are no quality runs with Gyökeres, or he doesn't really know how to position himself in the English Premiership? That's why maybe he's not getting these passes. Because I'm looking at Jesus. Jesus is getting certain passes from his teammates. Yeah, and maybe he comes into the game instantly. You see the differences between him as a focal point in that number 9 attacking area from Gyökeres per se. Yeah. Immediately Kai Havertz came in that EFL Cup, in the FA Cup 3rd round game. Immediately he came on, bro. I saw passing, lots of passes, bro. When I wait, take a pause, and just watch Gyökeres. I should be very frank. I don't see those passes like that, bro.
Yeah, I agree, man.
What is really the problem?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lack of chemistry between Gyökeres and obviously whether it's Saka or Odegaard. I feel like, because I agree with you, bro. As soon as this came on, Odegaard was finding him left, right, and center, bro. Like you couldn't stop passing to him. It's crazy. So yeah, man. I don't know why it is. I don't know, like you said, and again, there was rumors at the start of the season if Havertz didn't get injured against Man United, he was going to be the leading striker to allow Gyökeres that kind of time to kind of incorporate himself into the, like you said, the English Premier League. And I feel like maybe he could have benefited from that. But again, he was Havertz has been out for literally 5-6 months, so he's had to play majority of games, unless he obviously was injured himself for a month or so in like November. So yeah, man, I definitely feel like there is a chemistry problem for sure, and this is why I'm not all on writing him off yet, because again, we've seen the likes of Calafiori and Marino improve their kind of overall performances from last season when they've got used to the league, when they've been in the league for a year. And again, I know we're in a position where we can't wait. I understand that. That's one of the reasons why I wanted Gyökeres, because I didn't want to have this kind of transitional period of him kind of getting used to the league. This is why I didn't want Sesko. But again, it's one of those ones where I'm just thinking that, like I said, they can't be a bad player overnight. I know obviously the Portuguese league isn't as good as the Premier League, but he knows where the goal is. He knows where to put the ball in the back of the net. So I just feel like for me, it is kind of an adaptation period, and maybe we need to kind of structure the team a bit more for him.
How many games are you giving him to perform? How many seasons, bro? Because when Kai Havertz came to this club, I saw people give him 5 games. I saw men give him. Podcasters, give him 10 games, bro. That's unfair. And right now, the narrative I'm getting from some Arsenal fans, they're like, I'll give him 2 seasons. I'll give him a season. But, Kai Havertz came here and they're giving him 5 games, 10 games. Where's the justice, my bro?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
I don't see any, So how many games? I want to see how fair you are. How about this? I like putting my, my peoples, I like putting them into the game. So pick and choose. What space do you give Gyökeres to start firing?
For me personally,
before you say, "Hey, you're a bum."
For me personally, because that's funny, you're a bum. Now, for me personally, when we signed Havertz, because I didn't want Havertz, because I didn't really rate what he was doing at Chelsea or whatever. But even when we signed him, I was like, I'll give him a season to see what he does in the season. And the first half of the season, he was dreadful. Like, he was terrible in midfield. He actually got dropped. People actually forget this. He actually got dropped in December because he was that bad in midfield. And then when we put him up front in the second half of the season, he played very, very well. So yeah, that just kind of shows you that he definitely can change around second half of the season. Because again, until we went to Dubai in that season, bro, he was having a stinker. And obviously he changed positions, etc. So for me, I would give Gyökeres a season and then evaluate his kind of contributions in terms of the overall season. Because again, it's one of those ones where, bro, he could be stinking it out. But if he scores the winner in a cup final, people are going to remember him just for that, because he would have brought Arsenal the first trophy in 6 years. So football can change very quickly from you being the zero to hero and vice versa, man. So for me, I'll be fair. I'll give him a season, see what he does. Again, like I said, he might benefit from getting some time out of the team, out of the spotlight. We've got a lot of games coming up. Maybe you rotate him a little bit. Maybe you play him in some of the FA Cup games. Obviously, we've got the League Cup. We've got some dead rubbers in the Champions League. Maybe you kind of rotate the team a little bit and kind of not drop him kind of so bluntly, but just kind of rotate him a little bit in and out, kind of the main team, which would be the league.
Yeah.
And then go forth and see how he reacts, man. Because again, there's going to be players that kind of react well to being dropped or don't react well to being dropped. So that's kind of another evolution element of his kind of character, to see how he kind of performs coming off the bench. Is he going to be angry? Is he going to be kind of having that kind of more kind of drive and determination, like you said, but willing to make those runs now? Because at the minute, bro, he kind of knows he's kind of starting every game. Regardless of how he plays, there's probably kind of like an unwritten rule at this moment in time, especially with obviously Havertz being injured and Jesus not being match fit, that you're probably going to start all of the Prem and Champions League games, play 60 minutes, then might bring on the Jesus. Now probably might bring on the Havertz now he's coming into the team. So I think maybe he could have got a bit complacent because of that. But when you're fighting for your spot, when you know someone's going to overtake your place, when you know you're not going to get as much minutes or game time as you want, that might gain an extra bit of kind of fire under his belly to kind of prove the doubt's wrong. Because to be fair, he's getting a lot of heat. Like, he's getting not even just
he's getting a lot of heat.
He's getting a lot of heat, bro. From pundits,
he's getting a lot of heat.
He's getting a lot of heat. You know what I'm saying? So, brother, but again, you're Arsenal boy club, so you gotta expect it even if they perform, bro. But yeah, man, I'm interested to see how he kind of, responds to kind of the criticism, bro.
Definitely. And the 5-week show, my brother Olati, people, I was thinking of talking to Ola tomorrow.
What's going on?
I was thinking of talking to Ola tomorrow. God is good.
My guy.
I was thinking of talking to Ola tomorrow to come on the show in the weekend. And man showed up. And do you know why he said stopped here? He says, Gyökeres is looking like a bum right now. I mean, bro, you know what, people? Yeah, I'll just allow the chat speak.
Hey, listen, I love my
I'll just allow the chat speak.
This is what I'm trying to say, bro. I love to go back and forth, but brother, I can't. Gyökeres ain't doing himself any favors, man. He's not looking great. I'll be real. Like his performances the last month and a half have been really bad. Like they have been bad, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, and then Red RD says okay, I have to.
Rory.
Oh, Ola gave us £5. Big up to Ola. Big up to you, my guy. Big ups to you, my guy. Big ups, man. I really appreciate that. Of course, I have to get in. Rory said something. He says, here's the difference. Havertz is Prem proven and came in as the highest earner after the petty penalty went on a purple patch second half of the season. But it feels like we're not giving Gyök. I mean, when you look at bro, when you look at that comment, what do you think, bro?
Yeah, no, it's a fair point, to be fair, because again, like I said, I feel like people probably gave Havertz less time because we already seen what he did at Chelsea in the Premier League, and no one was really impressed with his kind of Chelsea stint. And like Rory said, he was the highest paid earner. He was on more money than Rice. He was on more money than Odegaard, than Saka, than Saliba, than Gabriel. He was on the most money at the club. So there's an expectation that you've got to, like, back in my day, bro, you were the best player if you're on the most money, whether it's Thierry, whether it's Fabregas, like, you were the best player in the team, bro. And if you're getting the most money from, obviously, ahead of all these players, you, in my opinion, you've got to outperform them or at least match what they're doing. And at that period of time, he was like one of our worst players. Like, literally, he wasn't doing anything in that midfield. So from that perspective, I get it. And again, he cost 65 mil as well, which again adds to kind of the wages and thing. But yeah, with the Gyökeres thing, I think the kind of unfortunate thing for Gyökeres is that he's coming in a period where, like 2 years ago, we're even more frustrated than we were 2 years ago. Because 2 years ago, we hadn't obviously gone to another kind of title kind of race with City finishing second again. We hadn't not bottled the league to obviously not challenge to Liverpool and get to a Champions League semi-final. And since then, we had 2 whole seasons where we could have won 8 trophies and not won any of them. So Gyökeres is kind of getting the brunt of that, because considering where if we didn't have patience then, we definitely are not going to have patience now. We're literally, because a lot of people wanted Gyökeres to be the finished article, and you're not delivering, bro. Like, you're not, whether it's down to you, which I don't think it is just down to you, but at the end of the day, you're not doing what you've come in to do, which is score goals to help us or solidify us to win all these trophies. So yeah, man, I think for me, it's fair to criticize him for sure, and I think it definitely is warranted because he's not been good. Like, I'll be real, like from a technical standpoint, from a goal scoring standpoint, he should be way more better than he has been so far. However, I'm not going to write him off just yet, because there has been other factors to obviously contribute towards that, and I do feel like he can turn it around as well. But obviously, it's up to him to do that, man. If he doesn't, again, football's a ruthless game, bro. You move on to the next guy. Like, he goes down the pecking order. Maybe he becomes a backup. Maybe you sell him on in a couple of years' time and you get someone else. That's just the way football goes, bro. If you don't perform at a top team, you will get replaced, man. So, yeah, for me, hopefully he does, because it obviously will benefit Arsenal. But if not, bro, we'll have to deal with that kind of period when it comes, my guy.
Yeah, definitely. The Fat Week Show. Big up to Ola. Ola definitely knows you. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he says,
man.
Big ups, my bro. Big ups, my bro, Tony. And Tops, of course.
That,
I mean, see people, yeah. Subscribe to the Fat Week Show. Subscribe to Chanzo Sports, people, yeah. I mean, this will just be a 1 hour show, but I mean, you know, sometimes it's just good to just get your first fight in, yeah. You know, after that we become brothers, and then, you know, we could start doing shows here and there. See, people, that's how YouTube works, yeah, people, yeah. When you see people that, you know, you could work with, you just have to take the chance. Chanzo, see, yeah, Saka was given a new contract, yeah, and that came immediately, bro, after a shocking game against Liverpool, yeah. I mean, in the morning, I'm opening the papers, bro. I mean, I'm opening my internet, bro. I'm putting my internet on, and I'm seeing Saka on a new contract, bro. Yeah, and when I check the marks, yeah, bro, you with bonuses and every other thing, you're talking of nearly up to 450k a week, my guy. I mean, Tops, man. I mean, you're in the UK, bro. I mean, I've lived in the UK before I left the UK, bro. I mean, we know we don't. you know that kind of thing is Tops, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
It's crazy. Other Tops, I know you're an artist, though. You know, you can still make that kind of crazy money there. You know, people, in case you don't know, Tops is also an artist too. But I mean, bro, come on, bro. We're talking of 450k.
It's a
bro.
lot of money,
In a
man.
week, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Jesus
money,
Christ.
man. It's a lot
Gosh,
of money.
bro. I mean, do you think that deal is coming at a good time right now? Or do
No,
you think that that deal brings Saka to a point where he says, you know what, yeah, I'm at this age, I'm getting this kind of contract right now. I just came off maybe a poor game in some sense. Everyone were poor in that Liverpool game. And I'm being rewarded with this. Do I have to put any more effort throughout the season again? I've gotten what I need to
Mm.
2031. Chanzo, what's running in your mind about that deal when you first saw it in the morning?
Yeah, when I first saw it, bro, I was kind of annoyed at the club, man, because you know me, bro. Like, since I've obviously been supporting Arsenal, I kind of know the kind of little tricks that they kind of do when it comes to releasing kind of information and transfers and stuff like that. So I had a bad taste in my mouth from last season when we got knocked out of the FA Cup by Man United, and then about a week or so later, no, it was the next day, we had reports saying that we're going to sign Zubimendi, and I felt like you're kind of using this signing to kind of quieten down the noise. And I never liked that, man, because it just feels like it doesn't come from a good place. You should be excited, but now you're kind of having two emotions because you're very annoyed about the result, going out to Man United in the FA Cup with 10 men, but now you're having a bit of an excitement because you're getting a new player. So I never like how they kind of drop that. I know why they do it to kind of obviously uplift spirits and stuff like that. But yeah, from then, I'm always like, when they drop news after a bad result, I never take it in as much as I really want to. So don't get me wrong, I'm happy obviously Saka's staying because obviously, again, he's one of our best players. But the fact they dropped it after that kind of performance against Liverpool, and like I said, the result drawing 0-0 is not the end of the world, but I think it's just the performance was just so lackluster, a bit nervous. We had a couple of like head loss moments as well, man. I wasn't really a fan of that performance. So when I seen the news, I was a bit annoyed because, like I said, I didn't really get as excited or happy as maybe I would have done normally, and especially probably because, like you said, bro, his performances this season haven't been great. I feel like he still needs to kind of see how he gets on in terms of how he recovers from that kind of hamstring injury. I do feel like Arteta did overplay him a lot of the seasons, man, which culminated in him getting that kind of massive injury. It was bound to happen at some stage, considering how much football he's played since he was 17. So yeah, man, I feel like I wasn't excited as I probably should have been. And like you said, bro, we've seen it before in football, especially in recent times, when these kind of guys get these big contracts. You're seeing it with obviously Rashford at Man United, Aubameyang at Arsenal, Ozil at Arsenal. Yeah,
Ozil comes to
Ozil,
mind.
bro, he just fell off a cliff. Bro, even now with
Oh,
Salah, bro, getting his big contract, Van Dijk as well, these guys kind of, I don't know whether it's a psychological thing, if it's a human thing, where you just kind of get relaxed and get a bit complacent because you've got the big money contract now. And hopefully that doesn't happen with Saka. But for me, this puts a lot of pressure on Saka in terms of performances because, again, you're going to keep the same energy. Just like what I said about Havertz being the highest paid player, I'm expecting certain levels of performance from you week in, week out. It's going to be the same with Saka. So you can't be, in my opinion, you can't be going into a season where you've got 8 goals and 5 assists. Bro, we need double figures in both now, bro. Especially if you're
we
going to
need
be
double
fit.
figures, bro.
Yeah,
We need
bro,
double
double
figures,
figures
bro.
in both, bro. Assists and
Jeez.
goals, bro. Double figures. If you're on 400k, you got to be producing the goods, my guy. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not a youngster anymore. You're 24. You've had a lot of time playing for
It
this
should be
club.
giving us Rafinha numbers. It
Yeah,
should be giving us Rafinha numbers,
for
bro.
sure.
On top of that money, bro.
For sure,
Rafinha
man.
numbers.
For
I mean,
sure.
when you look at Red RD and what he says
Yeah.
down here on the screen, he says that's why I don't blame Saka for wanting 300k a week. Cause
Yeah, for
how
sure.
are you looking at the wage bill and Havertz is on more money than you?
Yeah. You're gonna
You
be
dig that,
seething,
right?
bro. Yeah, you're gonna be seething, man. Because even though Havertz had a great end of the season, obviously, when we first bought him that season, Saka was still our top scorer. Saka was still had the most assists, and he was on less money than him that season. So yeah, man, he's probably looking at it thinking, bro, I'm the best player here. Like on my day, in my best form, I am the best player at Arsenal, so I should be paid accordingly, which is fair enough. But obviously, like you said, the timing is probably all wrong because he's had that injury last season. So now you're looking at it thinking, you need to kind of get back to where you were the season before. Never mind. Because for me now, I'm looking at it thinking, well, bro, you need to be getting more probably goals than your best ever tally. I think that season he got like 20 goals overall. I think he got something like 15 or 16 assists as well. He got nearly 40 GA on his own. You got to get back to that. And now for me, you got to try and exceed that. How long is that going to take him, bro? Especially with that injury. Because again, he has to kind of adapt to kind of his new maybe kind of not body type, but his new kind of maybe lack of explosiveness now. Because again, that hamstring kind of injury has definitely changed the way he plays, as well as I think Arteta using him as like a touchline winger now. All those kind of goals he used to score in the kind of the inside channel of the right-hand side. He's always like right wing, like literally on the byline now. And I'm like, bro, he's never going to score loads of goals when he's having to go to the byline and cross it in because he's never in the box. So I think tactically, again, he's going to have to make some changes as well. I think Arteta just needs to make up his mind whether he wants a goal-scoring 9 and obviously wingers that don't get a lot of goals but provide more assists and more kind of build-up play, or he wants a false 9 and then goal-scoring wingers so you accommodate Saka to score the Salah numbers or whoever's on the left to score the Mane numbers. And then you kind of pick which one. Because on a minute, it's kind of a hybrid of both, but then we're not getting goals from either position, like enough. Like we've not got goal scoring 9. And then our wingers are like touchline wingers who don't really score as much goals as we want them to. So yeah, I think that's kind of a massive kind of issue at this moment in time, bro. So for me, bro, it's come at a bad time. I feel like for me, he's going to have to get back to where he was before to kind of warrant that kind of money. Otherwise, people are going to be on him, bro. Because again, this is kind of going to be the new kind of stick to beat him with, because it's going to be like, bro, you're a highest paid player. Where was Saka? Why is Saka obviously influencing the game, especially if it's a big game? So yeah, for me, bro, I feel like he definitely needs to kind of get back to where he was. And if he does that, then hopefully we can get some trophies with him, obviously scoring some good goals on the way, my guy.
Yeah, big up to the Fat Week Show. It says, I go way back with Tops and Cheek. Rest in peace, Cheek. Yeah,
man.
I never really knew him as a guy, but I always saw, his productions and stuff like that. So I never knew you used to run with Chig and the Fat Week Show.
Back in the bro. Obviously, I started YouTubing in 2016. I was in the trenches, bro. Man. Yeah,
bro. You should be with a big box on YouTube, my guy. Come on, bro.
Cool. Yeah, me original. If you know, you know, man. So yeah, man. Big up, Ola, big up Lee Gunner, big up Chig, man. Big up Colin as well, man. These are the guys that I used to chill with back in the day as well. Still talk to now. As well. So yeah, man. Old school clan there, bro. So yeah, man. RIP to Chig every single time, man. He was a true brother, man. Miss him every day. So yeah, man. But big up Ola as well, man. As well, my guy. Big ups
Ola. Big up to Miss Melina, the first lady of Arsenal YouTube. That's what I call her. Big up to Miss Melina, my friend. People. Of course, we have only limited time now because the Man City matchup will soon start up, and I have to leave Chanzo. Chanzo,
yeah, man.
Eze. I mean, when Eze came to this football club, I mean, everyone were like, "Let it all work out." Let it all work out. Let it all work out, bro. It's not working out.
Yes.
It's not working out, Chanzo.
It's not working out.
It's not working out. You know, I mean, I really want to be in that position where I'd say, it should work out. But, bro, it's not working out. Keynotes to that, my G.
Bro, and I don't know what's happening. Like, again, this is why I go back to what I was saying before, bro. Like, he's got to be an attacking situation, an attacking issue, man, because I watched Eze rip it up for Crystal Palace, scoring in semi-finals FA Cup, the final of the FA Cup. Yeah. He scored at the Emirates, he scored at the Etihad, he scored at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. He scored against every big team you can think of last season. Scored at the Bridge as well last year. And I'm thinking, bro, this guy's going to be one of those guys where we can bring on in these kind of big games and he's going to influence them. But it just feels like, to me, again, a bit of misprofiling by Arteta. I feel like we're trying to play him in that kind of older guard role where he's playing on the right-hand side, like a hybrid 8, trying to link up with Saka. He's not comfortable there. Then we're trying to play him on the left in that kind of 8 kind of position. For me, bro, he's someone that needs to be in like the final third position, that kind of left channel, but more kind of higher up. Like how he was at Palace, bro. Drifting in, scoring those goals, getting space on the edge of the box like we've seen against Spurs. And I just feel like, for me, man, we kind of need to facilitate him a bit more. And listen, he's been very, very quiet in games. But again, I still feel like in terms of how Arteta is kind of teaching him to kind of go in these games and keep possession, he's kind of molding him into another Odegaard, someone that keeps control, keeps it ticking, doesn't do anything fancy, doesn't turn over the ball, stuff like that. So a lot of his kind of performances are very passive. Like even against Portsmouth at the weekend, didn't really do anything. Didn't really, until Odegaard came on and he drifted out to the left. He was a bit more attacking there, was a bit more space. And obviously he had a bit more kind of direction. He was a bit more direct in that kind of left-hand channel. But when he was in that kind of hybrid kind of role, he was just getting the ball, passing it side to side. There was no kind of urgency or kind of intensity in his game. He wasn't kind of trying to beat a man. You see the comparison from him to kind of like Ethan Nwaneri when he's getting the ball, especially in the second half. He's on the half turn. He's trying to play the ball through the lines. He's trying to dribble past 3-4 players. He's trying to make an impact on the game. And I just think Eze just was like the complete opposite. So it just seems to me he's kind of more of a kind of an instruction rather than him. Because we've seen how he plays, bro, in the Premier League. We've seen he likes to
exactly. We've seen him kill teams.
We've seen it, bro. We've seen he loses the ball, but he's always trying to do things. At Arsenal, it seems like is keeping possession is kind of the first thing, the first protocol. Then after that, it's kind of maybe you can try something, maybe if we're leading or if we're in a position where we can have a turnover of the ball. So for me, bro, I just feel like for me, he needs to kind of get into kind of the old Eze, the Crystal Palace Eze, man. He needs to be able to express himself a bit more, bro, because we're going to need him. I'll be real, like I said, man, Odegaard's not won, especially the last, like you said, 3 years since he got 15 league goals. He don't really chip in with goals like that, man, or even assist to a higher extent either. So we're going to need like a goal scoring 8-10 in that position to help with the goals, especially when we've not got a striker that's going to get you 20. So we're going to have to try and get these kind of goals across the pitch somewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like he is going to be a key factor if we can get these kind of tough games over the line, man. And man, I think he needs to, again, maybe himself needs to kind of think about how he's going to make an impact on this team and in this squad, because at the minute, bro, it's too passive, man, for me, for my liking. And I expect a big second half of the season for him as well, bro. So, yeah, fingers crossed, man.
Yeah, definitely. I really concur with you on that one. Chanzo, I mean, this one might rile you up a little bit, I mean...
Go on.
I mean, this show is called Real Talk, and I make it hard, for people that come down here. So, see, Chanzo, you're one of these Arsenal, you're one of these Arsenal podcasters, I mean, that just sleep through the crack, I mean, you're not associated with anything, I mean, there's no scandals, there's nothing. You just want to do your thing and just go away. I like it. That's that kind of guy. But this is the thing, Chanzo, there will come a time you will have to take a stand in some certain issues that affect the football club.
Yeah, man.
Are you a Teta in or a Teta out? Now you see where I'm coming in.
Yeah, man, I can see what you're trying to do. Yeah, it's clever. I like it. Nah, you know what it is with me, bro? Like, I was adamant last season, bro. If he didn't win a trophy, he had to go. He didn't win a trophy, so I wanted him out. That's just my fair opinion on it. I felt like he had enough time to kind of get us over the line. And I was, at that moment in time, bro, I was willing to take a League Cup and FA Cup just for the team to kind of win something together. We're looking at the likes of Gabriel, Ben White. They've not won a trophy with us. They've been with us like 4 or 5 years now. It's a great Odegaard's not won an actual trophy with us. It's been with us since what, 2021, too? Like, it's crazy when you think about it like that, bro. So I was like, last season, bro, he's got to go. Obviously, he didn't get sacked. We got a new sporting director in. And then, bro, look at the transfer window we had. We bought literally every position you could think of. Maybe the left winger was the only one left, but obviously we didn't sell Marley or Trossard for that to happen. And you're thinking, yeah, cool, you've literally got anything at your disposal now. You've got a backup for Odegaard, who, if he gets injured, which he did, and Eze filled in. You've got a number 9 that can rival Havertz and obviously Jesus. You've got backup to Saka, so you don't have to overplay him with Madueke. You've got everything. You've got backups to Saliba, Gabriel, a new left back as well. Like, you had everything in your disposal. So for me, bro, I'm always on the opinion, like, if he wins, for me now, he has to win like a major trophy. He has to win the league or the Champions League for him to stay. And bro, if he wins one of these, he can stay, bro. Like, for me, it's nothing personal with Arteta. I'm not one of these guys that, because I know a lot of people are, they hate Arteta, they can't stand him. For me, I'm not like that, bro.
Why is Arteta out?
Some trophies.
The fact we show is Arteta out. He wants him gone as soon as possible. He wants him out now.
Listen, guys, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, for me, like I said, man, I just want him to win some trophies, man. If he's not the guy to do it, then just get someone else. There's no fuss, no muss with me, bro. Like, it's not a thing where I'm like, oh, bro, I've got to get rid of him no matter what. Yeah. If he wins some trophies, he can stay. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not a concrete thing for me personally. It's not a thing where I'm going to live and die by, I want him gone or I want him in. Do you know what I'm saying? for me, it's a result-based business. I feel like he is lucky to still have a job, to be honest with you, because he's been here 6 years and not won anything. So he's very lucky in that respect. But yeah, if he wins something from now, if he starts winning some trophies with this team, then cool, you can stay, bro. Like you're doing your job from now, innit? But again, like I said, for me personally, it's all about winning now, bro. We can't get through this era of having a really good team and they don't pick up any silverware. It's not good enough, Tony, bro. It's not good enough, my guy. So yeah, for me, we need to make sure we get some trophies over the line, and then yeah, you can stay. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
And then he can stay, right? Yeah. And you know what? Yeah, the 5-week show. I have this feeling like even if Mikel Arteta wins a title this year, the 5-week show still wants it out. Yeah. And again, I had a show with someone. Yeah, I think that was yesterday. The person told me that even if that's Oregon Gunnar, a friend of mine on the show. Yeah. He told me that even if Mikel Arteta wins the trophy this season, that he still wants him out because he still feels like he's not gonna like we've seen how long it has took him to probably maybe be in the conversation of winning the league right now. That there might be another drought again or something like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you have that feeling? Do you have that feeling towards Mikel Arteta that if he wins this big one, it's gonna dry up or stink up the place for a couple of 4 more years? Or do you think that if he wins this one, hey, we've won the league, that pressure is out. I can now sit down and win more trophies with Arsenal. What do you think?
Now, I feel like for me, we probably would win more because I feel like I can look at kind of the reasons why we haven't won stuff because we have been close in terms of winning the league in the past. And I always look at it like for 2 reasons. One, the pressure. So if we were to win something, that kind of element of pressure would not be there anymore because, again, we would have proven under pressure we could get the job done. And lack of experience from not only the players and the manager, because, again, the manager's never won a league title and the players have never won. Some of them never won trophies, but never won any trophies together. So if you kind of get your first kind of league title, this is why I think for me, bro, like, getting that League Cup would be so crucial for this kind of team's development.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would be a step in the right direction of performing in a pressure situation. Because whether it's Chelsea or Newcastle or Man City in the final, that's 3 pressure games where if you don't get the right result, you're not winning a trophy. So that through that, and we've not been able to conquer that yet because we've been knocked out at semi-finals. We've not reached the final since obviously Arteta won the FA Cup final in 2020. So for me, that's kind of one stage of being able to kind of battle that. And then you get into the part of the lack of experience of what to do when you get into a final or you get to the final day, you've got to win the league. That lack of experience definitely haunts you. You can only gain that experience when you kind of overcome it as well. So, yeah, man, for me, bro, I do feel like if we start to win trophies, then we will win some more because our team would have proven that we are good enough to do it, which I think we are anyway. But mentally, we've got the kind of minerals, we've got the kind of the fortitude to kind of
the minerals. We've got the minerals. The minerals, we've got the minerals. The minerals are there, bro.
The minerals.
We've got the minerals. It's just the manager. I mean, I keep saying this. Yeah, we have everything to win this league. Yeah, we have everything. Yeah, we have different layers, and that's because we have different layers to the game now. A couple of years ago, we didn't have this. All these layers packed up, all in one. Yeah, I mean, Arsenal was the highest goal scoring open play team in the month of November. So I'm not buying this. We're not scoring open play goals. I totally don't buy it. We've scored goals from open play, lots and lots of stuff. Yeah, it's just that the rivals. Yeah, I mean, in England. Yeah, I mean that rivalry is so deep. Yeah, that even if we score. These open play goals, none of them are going to give us the Dunder Mackles. None of them. So, I mean, they all pick on our, on the different layers through which we win games this seasons past. But again, it's good and okay. Win the league, that's all I care about, at this point. Just win it, by all means necessary. Yeah. And if set pieces is what gets us to the summit and win this league, bro, I'm down with it, bro, because I'm now running into 23 years without a Premier League trophy, bro. I mean, that's half the life of many people. Come on, man, we need it, bro. Chanzo, tell us about your channel, my bro, because Chanzo. Also, I also invited you is to also find that means to work with you, because I feel our styles match up, and I feel like sometimes in this space you just need some certain kind of new people like that to really work with, that you feel like, oh, you're in the same headspace with them, and I feel I'm in the same headspace with you, in some ramification. So it would be nice for you to take 20 O'Clock Gunner TV as your family also, as we move on, and let's churn out some good productions, bro. It is what it is at this point.
Yeah, man, big on yourself, bro, for inviting me on. Definitely have to get you on my channel as well. Obviously, my channel is Chanzo Sports. Over there, do watch alongs, live reactions, do some shorts as well, videos, all that good stuff, man. Arsenal and other teams too. So yeah, man, if you want some nice content, some happy fun content, man, come over to Chanzo Sports, man, and yeah, man, you won't be disappointed for sure.
People, the Fat We Show says he got £50 on Arsenal winning the treble. Yes. How is that for a negative fan? At least I have.
Allah's got the moolah. I love that.
I mean,
Allah's got the moolah, you know.
Allah, are you serious? £50? Are you serious, bro? Allah, you're moving like 50 cents in the street, my brother, man. You're moving like 50 cents, bro. You're so petty, bro. You're so petty with this thing, yeah. Asa says, Ola, that's a completely waste. That's complete waste of money. Anyways, Lee gonna paying for that.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Bro, YouTube is brutal, bro. YouTube is brutal, bro. But again, what it is. But again, just before we go,
yeah, man.
Do you think Arsenal is going to win the Champions League this season? In a single word?
Oh,
we're top of that league anyway.
Yeah,
Europe is a different question altogether.
Yeah. You see, obviously Liverpool were top last season, and they literally went out the first round, didn't they? The round 16 to PSG. I'm always cautious of predicting. Sorry, Champions League. I'm always cautious of predicting if we're going to win or not, because it just depends on who we get. Do you know what I'm saying? It literally depends on the draw. Sometimes we get an easier path. Sometimes we get a harder path. Like if we manage to get Bayern, PSV, Real Madrid, all one after the other, like it's going to be difficult compared to if we got maybe some kind of easier teams or whoever. And obviously, again, it depends on what we're doing in the league as well. If it's tight in the league, can he make changes, etc., etc. So yeah, man, the Champions League, and we've never won it as well, man. So I never feel comfortable saying we can win it, because I'm just one of these guys, Tony. Like I need to see my team do something before I can be like, yeah, we're gonna do it. I need to, especially when we've come so close in certain opportunities and not delivered. I just feel like that disappointment is always lingering, that kind of PTSD of, Arsenal going to let you down in these kind of crucial moments. So for me to be like, yeah, we're going to win the Champions League, we're going to have to win it once in our history to be like, yeah, we definitely can do it this year, for me personally. So I don't know. I'll probably say no. But again, I feel like we've got a great chance of winning the Premier League, though. So for me, man, I think if we can get past that pressure kind of obstacle and trying to sort out the attacking kind of options, I think we can definitely win the Premier League for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Big up to Dr. Seymour. I mean, he said, damn, Daniel.
Come on. What's going on, bro?
Dr. Butch is here.
Let's go.
Big up to you, my guy, Dr. Seymour. Yeah. It says the TCTC crossover. I mean, it just had to happen because, I mean, I've been telling a couple of friends of mine that I like the way this Chanzo guy, how he does his stuff. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be a 20K, 25K. And people, I've been in this YouTube thing, yeah, we're the best in the business, so there's nothing left to do, I'm just sitting on that spot. I'm just doing my thing now, and I've been on the terrace. I've had spats with Lee Gunner. Come on, bro. I've dragged out Deji Spores. I've been with Northside, bro. Where? Big Steve. I've done shows with Big Steve. I mean, people. Yeah, I've been there. I've done that. I've gone there. So right now, I just need to relax, settle down, and work with fellow gunners. Who have the same work ethics, and I think TC. Chanzo, is the way to go. But big up to you, my guy, and thanks for showing up today. And people, I don't know, my moderators, put in that the link for Chanzo Sports, people, yeah, because I take him as family already, people. Yeah, my guys, I take him as family, and I hope he will take this channel also as family too. So probably you'll be seeing more work going on between me and this brother down here. So please, moderators, find the link of his channel and put it on there. What do you have coming up, Chanzo?
Yeah, man. So I've got the watch along tomorrow, bro. The Chelsea versus Arsenal watch along semi-final. Can't wait for that, man. Obviously my shorts are every day as well, man. So yeah, check out for the shorts. Normally drop them about 12:30, 1 o'clock UK time as well, man. So yeah, and then obviously a couple of watch alongs at the weekend. Obviously massive game. Is it Manchester City and Man United, and obviously Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. So yeah, should be good games, man. But yeah, man, big up yourself again as well, and I can't wait to come back on, my bro. But big up yourself as always.
Yeah, definitely. So people, yeah, I mean, he has that watch along. Me too. I have my own watch along too. I mean, whichever float your boat, people, go watch it. Support, both podcasters, and it is what it is until me and him figure out what to do in terms of doing more shows. Miss Melina, big up to you. She says hi, Dr. Seymour. Ola, you actually, a standard moderator on my channel, bro. Big up to you, my guy. And see, people, from me and Chanzo, we are out, people. Catch you guys soon, yeah. Catch me up on the watch along tomorrow, people. We need to pull my Chelsea Football Club tomorrow, people. By all means necessary. Catch you guys soon. Peace.